The truth about a hair transplant. No bullshit edition. Your hair type matters. So this is a hair type chart. It's not perfect, but you want to match your hair up to somebody on this list. In simple terms, you can kind of categorize this by race, but we all know genetics don't work like that. So different races can have different hair types, except for ones and fours, which is a lineal exclusive. But to keep it simple, ones and twos, Europeans, Asians, Middle Easterns, Latino descent, threes, Latino, Middle Eastern, South Asian, African descent, fours, African descent. If you are Native American, you've been blessed. You get to keep your hair forever. So with one type hair, you have straight hair, two type is wavy, three type is curly, and four type is coily. You can kind of pull a strand down to see where you fit on this list. I know some of us are bald, so listen, try to grow your hair out a little bit, see where it fits. So let's take me, for example. I just found out that I'm a 4A when I've been telling people I'm a 4C my entire life. This is where the issue lies with curly and coily hair. You see, you can have many variations of these hair types in your hair, and your hair doesn't just curl above the skin. So when you get a hair transplant, you're going to need to decide if you want to do a FUE procedure or FUT. The difference is small circle scarring, linear scar. You're going to do FUE. You're going to want to do FUE, but you might be told to do FUT if you have curly or coily hair. So in a FUE procedure, they're going to use a tool to puncture your scalp and extract the grafts. Now, as you can see, the tool is pretty much going straight down into the scalp and picking each and every graft. And this is why your hair type matters. You see, with 3 and 4 type hair, your hair doesn't just curl above the skin, it curls underneath the skin as well. With 1 and 2s, your grafts are going to be pretty straight, so you're going to be good. It's us 3, 4s, and shout out to 5s, we ain't forget about y'all, that have to be careful on who is doing our hair transplant. And this is why some clinics will try to get you to do the FUT method. That way they can just strip off a piece of your scalp, pick out the hairs that they want to make it easier on them and to make less mistakes. But I say, get better at your job. You can't do what you do with straight hair, because if you do that, you will damage the graft. If you go straight down here, you will damage the graft. This is why DHI and no shave methods don't really work out for our hair, because if you damage those grafts, welcome to the journey part 2. Once those grafts are taken out, they do not get replaced in your donor area, and if they are damaged, they will not regrow, which will leave you with patches and empty spaces where hair just won't grow. So I encourage you, when you're doing your research and you're looking at those before and after pictures, find at least 3 people that look like you or have your same hair type. There's a reason why I always say I went to Bosley ATL, because Atlanta has a big black population. They have to know how to do Afro hair transplants, because if they don't, they're cutting off a huge part of their market. For example, if I went to Portland, I don't know, are us out there like that? If I went to Portland, they might not have experience with black or Afro hair like that, because they don't have that many people coming in. So that can cause more mistakes or more uncertainties. Not saying it's going to be like that, but the doctors that have more experience with your hair type can probably do a better job with your hair. So when you do your research, look for those before and afters and find those 3 people.